There are some afternoons that seem just like any other. You're carrying groceries, stepping up the porch stairs, just 3 steps, but suddenly you miss one, you stumble. You don't fall, but you pause for a few seconds to regain your balance. Must be because I walked a bit much today. A week later, reaching for something on the kitchen shelf, you suddenly notice your legs aren't as steady as they used to be. You think again, probably didn't sleep well last night. And so it goes. Small, very small signs are overlooked, but they are the first warning bells for something no one wants to admit. Your legs are gradually weakening, even though you don't feel any pain. According to the CDC, the US Centers for Disease Control, 1 in 4 Americans aged 65 and older will fall each year, and most of them never realized their legs were so weak until it was too late. The danger here isn't the pain, it's the prolonged feeling of, I'm still fine. By the time they realize it, they've already lost 10–15% of their leg strength. And you know, leg strength cannot be restored just by resting or eating normally. The good news is, you don't have to wait until you're completely weak to start. Over 20 medical studies show that just 10 minutes of simple exercise every day with the right movements and equipment can restore thigh strength and improve stability in just 8 weeks. No need for a gym, no bulky machines. All you need is 1 square meter of free space in your living room and 2 compact, easy to buy, easy to use pieces of equipment, resistance bands and a mini stepper. Total cost? Under $150. No trainer needed, no experience required. In this video, you'll be guided on how to choose the right equipment for bodies over 50, an 8-week training roadmap, just 10 minutes a day, tips to stay consistent even when you're busy or tired, and most importantly, scientific evidence that proves this effectiveness is real for people just like you. We won't just talk about exercises, we'll also help you understand why your body weakens after 50, why sitting too much is more dangerous than you think, and how to reverse that gradual weakening right at home. If you ever thought you couldn't improve anymore, stay until the end, because this small challenge might help you stand up stronger, safer, before your body says, I can't. Ready? An 8-week journey, 1 square meter, and strong, steady legs are waiting for you. People often think that to regain leg strength, you need to go to a gym, hire a trainer, and buy bulky treadmills. But the truth is, a small space and simple tools are much more suitable for bodies over 50. Do you know why? Because after 50, the most important thing isn't speed or quantity, but consistency, safety, and enough resistance to reawaken dormant muscle groups. That's why we only need a small area the size of a yoga mat, 1 square meter, and 2 simple weapons, resistance bands and a mini stepper. No need for weights, no need for leg press machines. A set of 5-color latex bands, from yellow, light, to black, heavy, can help you increase thigh, glute, shoulder, and chest muscle strength in just 8 weeks. In an analysis of 31 studies, 2013, Archives of Gerontology and Geriatrics, older adults who exercised with bands 2 to 3 times a week increased lower limb strength by 10 to 23%, improved their ability to get up from a chair and walked more briskly. And if you live alone, even more suitable, because the bands are light, inexpensive, easy to use, and all you need is a sturdy door anchor to perform dozens of exercises right in your bedroom. Boy, if you've ever been afraid to climb stairs, then a mini stepper is your secret in-home trainer. This device simulates stair climbing, but it's smooth, gentle, and you can adjust the resistance to your liking. A 2019 study, Journal of Aging and Physical Activity, showed that women aged 65 to 74 who used a mini stepper for just 6 weeks increased thigh strength by 15% and significantly improved their walking ability and balance. The best part? No need to leave your house. You can place it under your desk, step while on the phone, or simply put on some gentle music and step to the rhythm every evening. If you've ever given up because exercise equipment was too expensive, then this is a big plus. A complete set of resistance bands typically costs around $20. A good mini stepper, capable of supporting over 220 pounds, 100 kilos, costs about $80 or $120. The total is still less than the cost of 1 month at a gym. You don't need to buy anything else. No auxiliary tools, no personal trainer, no complicated apps to download. Just a 1 square meter corner of your home, a small fan, a water bottle nearby, and perseverance. Imagine you just need a small corner next to your sofa and the right guidance. After 8 weeks, you'll get up without using your hands, climb stairs without feeling dizzy, without anyone's help. And that journey starts right where you're sitting. Ready? Next, we'll go over how to buy and choose the most suitable equipment for people over 50, so you don't waste money and don't end up with exercise gear that just sits unused. Many people have ordered resistance bands or mini steppers only to quietly put them away a few weeks later because the bands were too thin and broke easily. The stepper squeaked and broke after a few minutes of use. The fault isn't in their willpower, it's in choosing incorrectly from the start. Therefore, if you've ever wasted money on exercise equipment, this section will help you buy something that works right away. No need to be picky, no need to understand complex machinery. First, don't choose bands without handles or those with only one fixed color. You need a set of 5 colors, from yellow, light, to black, heavy, made of durable latex, and especially with handles, plus a door anchor. This allows you to perform a full range of exercises, squats, dead rows, overhead presses, without needing anyone to hold the band for you. With just a sturdy door, you have a hanging gym right in your home. Ideal price, $15 to $25. You can find them on Amazon, Walmart, or any sports store. Second, if you're looking for equipment that you can exercise with right at home, takes up less than 1 square meter, and still gives you the feeling of real stepping, then a mini stepper is a worthy choice. But to avoid buying the wrong one that breaks after 5 minutes or causes you to slip right away, you just need to remember 3 important criteria. Choose a model with dual hydraulic pistons. This is the heart of the machine, ensuring smooth, fluid stepping without jerking or stopping abruptly when you switch feet. The pedals should be made of anti-slip rubber, because when you exercise for a while, your feet will sweat and can easily slip if the surface is too smooth. The machine needs to have a minimum weight capacity of 200 absorbs 100 kilograms to ensure safety even for people of average to higher weight. And if you want to gradually increase the difficulty over time, you should choose a machine with a resistance adjustment knob. This helps build endurance and prevents boredom once your legs get used to the exercises. In terms of price, good mini steppers usually range from $60 to $120. Reputable brands like Sunny Health and Fitness or Decathlon have models that are easy to use, easy to buy online, and highly rated by many users. A few quick tips when buying. If you buy a ready-made combo, resistance bands plus handles plus carrying bag, you'll save time preparing, and it's easier to organize and store. When buying online, read the reviews carefully, especially from users over 50, because they are the real testers for durability and ease of use. If buying directly from a store, try out the pedals, check the sturdiness of the frame, and ask about the return, exchange, or warranty policy to avoid risks later. Just choose correctly from the start, and you'll have reliable equipment to accompany you throughout your 8-week journey and beyond. No need to be complicated, just sturdy enough, and you can start. You don't need a gym, nor do you need to install complex machinery. Exactly 1 square meter, roughly the area of a yoga mat, is enough to begin your journey to regain leg strength. So, what do you need in that 1 meter workout corner? First, a non-slip rubber mat is a must-have. Whether you live in an apartment or a house, tiled floors can be very slippery, especially when doing stepping, standing up, sitting down, or resistance band exercises. A small mat will provide good grip and reduce the risk of slipping and falling, which is extremely important for people over 60. Next, choose a sturdy door. It could be a bedroom door, closet door, or living room door to attach your resistance bands. Make sure to check its sturdiness before attaching the bands to avoid the door bending or hinges coming loose. Don't forget to have a water bottle and a small fan ready. Even though it's a home workout, your body will still sweat, especially starting from week 3 onwards. Drinking enough water also helps improve blood circulation and supports muscle recovery after exercise. One often overlooked but incredibly useful point: attach a wall hook or small hanging rack near your workout corner to hang your resistance band set after each session. Organization not only keeps your space tidy, but also acts as a motivator. Just seeing the bands hanging there will remind you it's only 10 minutes. And what about the stepper? Place it right next to your desk or near your living room sofa, where you can gently step while on the phone, watching the news, or waiting for water to boil. For those who are reluctant to exercise or have a busy schedule, these moments of free hands, not free feet, will be the leverage to maintain your exercise habit. An added bonus for the space: natural light and good ventilation. If possible, choose a corner near a window so you always feel like you're doing something good for your health, rather than feeling confined in a cramped corner. And finally, a ready mindset. Post a paper with your 8-week roadmap on the wall, or hang a board to mark off each day you've exercised. Each mark won't just be a completed workout, but a step towards stronger, steadier legs. Your workout corner is ready, your equipment is prepared, so what are you waiting for? In the next section, we'll explore the 10-minute a day, 8-week routine designed specifically for people over 50. No pressure, no boredom, and noticeable progress felt after just the first 2 to 3 weeks. Are you ready to step into week 1? Have you ever wondered, with just 10 minutes a day, how can you regain strength in legs that have weakened with age? Imagine a small corner in your home where you just need to lay out a mat, have a water bottle ready, hang a resistance band on a chair armrest, and place the stepper right under your desk. Every morning you step up, step down. Every afternoon you wrap the band around your thighs, bending, pulling, extending. These simple yet precise movements, if done consistently according to the following 8-week routine, will make a noticeable difference. And the good news? Science has proven light resistance training, done at home, is completely sufficient to improve standing speed, increase thigh strength, and even reduce the risk of falls in people over 60. So how do we do it? For the first 2 weeks, your body just needs to do one thing: get reacquainted. If you've been inactive, your muscle fibers, especially in your thighs and glutes, have been asleep. So this warm-up phase is like gently and safely reawakening your nervous and muscular systems. Each day you'll start with a few warm-up movements like knee raises in place, ankle rotations, and shoulder and hip circles clockwise, then counterclockwise. Just a few minutes will help improve blood circulation, lubricate your joints, and get your body ready for the main workout. On even days, you'll use resistance bands, simple rubber bands that dozens of studies have confirmed can increase thigh muscle strength, significantly improve walking speed, and enhance balance after 8 weeks. Start with the yellow band, the lightest level in the 5-color set. Wrap the band around your thighs and perform squats. No need to sit deep, just imagine gently touching a chair behind you and then standing up. After that, continue with 2 very simple but extremely effective exercises: pulling the band towards your chest to engage your back and shoulder muscles, helping to improve posture, and overhead presses. This movement will assist you when reaching for items on high shelves or maintaining balance if you slightly stumble. On odd days, the mini stepper will be your companion. Although compact, this device simulates stair climbing, one of the exercise forms most capable of engaging deep leg muscles. Initially, you just need to step for 2 minutes, then rest for 30 seconds. Repeat 3 times. If you feel a little tired but are still fine, it means you're doing it correctly. Finish with a few minutes of slow stepping to cool down. That's when you'll feel your legs stretched and light. Moving into weeks 3 and 4, once your body is accustomed, you'll start to increase the intensity slightly. With the bands, you'll add 1 more repetition for each exercise, going from 2 sets to 3 sets. With the stepper, you can extend your stepping time by 1 round for a total of 4 rounds. Remember, the goal isn't to burn fat or work out furiously, but to consistently stimulate the muscle groups that are gradually diminishing over time. A meta-analysis of over 30 studies has shown that with this frequency, after 4 weeks, quadriceps muscle strength can increase by up to 15%. And the sit-to-stand test, a crucial functional measure, will noticeably improve. Weeks 5 and 6 are when you increase the challenge. If you've been using the yellow band for the first 4 weeks, now is the time to switch to the red band or the green band depending on how you feel. At this point, your squats are no longer simply touching the chair. You can hold the lowered position for an extra 1 to 2 seconds to increase the time under tension. With the stepper, if your device has a resistance knob, try turning it up 1 notch. Each step will now feel a little heavier, but it will also create more stimulation to help your thigh and calf muscles develop. By weeks 7 and 8, you don't need to increase the difficulty, just focus on maintaining consistency. This is the consolidation phase, to turn what you've achieved into long-lasting results. With resistance bands, you can stick with the stronger band level, but try to perform the movements slower and with more control. Stepper workouts should also be maintained for at least 4 rounds, and if you have time, you can add another round. Combine listening to your favorite music while stepping. It will help time pass faster and make the habit easier to maintain. A crucial point, and one that causes many people to fail, is that if you miss 2 consecutive days of exercise, it becomes very difficult to get back into it. So if you happen to miss a session, try to do a light makeup session the next day. And if you can't manage the full 10 minutes, even 5 minutes is better than nothing. According to the US CDC, even small stepping exercises combined with resistance bands maintained for 150 minutes a week and 2 strength training sessions can reduce the risk of falls by up to 28% in people over 65. Finally, remember, exercise is only effective if you are persistent. You don't need to become an athlete, nor do you need bulging muscles, but you deserve legs strong enough to get up easily, walk without fear of falling, and maintain your independence in daily life. With just 1 square meter, 10 minutes a day, and 2 simple pieces of equipment, the journey to regaining leg strength can start today. So the 8-week journey is complete. Each squat, each small step on the mini stepper, all are small bricks rebuilding the strength of your legs. But how do you know if these efforts are truly effective? Are your thigh muscles stronger? Is getting up and walking easier now? We can't just rely on how we feel, because feelings can be deceptive. What's needed is a concrete, simple, easy to do at home way to track progress, yet clear enough for you to see your improvement. And fortunately, you don't need to go to a hospital or rehabilitation center to do that. Just a chair, a stopwatch, and a few seconds each week. Before starting your exercise journey, perform the sit to stand without using hands test. Sit upright in a chair, feet firmly on the floor, arms crossed over your chest, and stand up, then sit down just once. Use a stopwatch to measure how many seconds it takes you to complete. Record that number, and don't forget to mark it on your calendar. After 4 weeks, repeat the same test. If you've exercised consistently 5 to 6 days a week, the results typically improve by 10 to 15%. This means your thigh muscles, the main muscles for standing steadily, have begun to recover. By week 8, if you diligently follow the entire program, the time it takes to get up from a chair can decrease by up to 30% compared to the beginning. At the same time, your thigh circumference may increase by 1 to 2 cm if you measure with a tape measure around the middle of your upper thigh. That's not fat, that's muscle coming back. Exercise is a valuable journey, but at this age, walking steadily step by step is always more important than walking fast. Therefore, before moving on to tips that will help you maintain the habit for 8 weeks, there's one thing that cannot be overlooked. Exercise correctly, exercise safely. If your blood pressure is above 160/100 mmHg, start with a half-duration version. Only exercise for about 5 minutes a day during the first week. Especially avoid strength exercises like deep squats or very fast stepping. Once your blood pressure stabilizes, you can gradually increase the workload according to the routine. If you've recently had joint replacement surgery or lower leg surgery within the last 3 months, absolutely do not step on the stepper or perform lower limb resistance exercises. Instead, focus on resistance band exercises for your arms and shoulders, or gentle stretching and bending exercises for your legs while lying on your bed. Only begin to cautiously reactivate your legs after your doctor gives permission. For those with osteoarthritis of the knee, chronic bone pain, or severe osteoporosis. Don't chase reps or rounds. Instead, break each session into 2, 5 minutes each time, exercise gently, and take enough rest between movements. The benefits will still come without overstressing your joints. Don't forget to check your equipment regularly, because safety is never accidental. Resistance bands need to be carefully inspected. If there are cracks, fraying, or signs of stretching out, they should be replaced. Old bands can break unexpectedly, especially darker colored bands, black, navy, with strong tension. If your mini stepper squeaks or has play, lubricate the pistons lightly, tighten the joints, and only continue when the movement becomes smooth again. The ideal workout area is a corner with a non-slip yoga mat, sufficient lighting, and not next to sharp objects or easily toppled chairs. This seemingly small detail can help you avoid an unnecessary fall. Finally, always have a water bottle nearby. Many people don't notice, but even mild dehydration can easily cause dizziness after standing up, especially after continuous standing-sitting exercises. If everything is well prepared, if your body has listened and agreed to move forward with you, then it's time to reveal some extremely effective small tips so that maintaining the 8 weeks is no longer discipline, but becomes a pleasant daily habit. Many people wonder, how can I maintain the results of my exercise long term? The short answer, don't stop. The worst thing is to stop exercising after you've seen results, because after just 2 to 3 weeks of inactivity, your muscles will start to weaken again. And the sad truth is, the exercises you were once familiar with will suddenly become tiring again. So after 8 weeks, you can continue exercising according to the old schedule or switch to a lighter maintenance version, just 3 sessions a week. The most important thing is to maintain a long-term commitment to your 2 familiar pieces of equipment, resistance bands and a mini stepper. Here are some practical tips to make sure you don't forget to exercise. First, keep your resistance bands in an easily visible place. For example, hanging them right on the armrest of your sofa. Every time you sit down to rest and see the bands, you'll remember, I can even do 5 minutes. Don't hide the bands in a drawer, because if you don't see them, you won't use them. Second, place the mini stepper under your desk or next to your TV chair. While on the phone, waiting for rice to cook, or listening to the morning news, you can absolutely step slowly on the stepper for a few minutes. Each small step, though seemingly insignificant, is a saving deposited into your strength bank for your legs. Third, use a wall calendar to motivate yourself. Hang a paper calendar somewhere easily visible, and every day after you exercise, mark it off. The simple goal, achieve at least 20 marks each month, and you've exceeded the minimum required to maintain strength. Missing a few sessions in a month is fine, but 2 completely blank weeks should be considered a red alert. If you sometimes feel bored, tired, or unmotivated, remember why you started. Maybe it was because you almost fell in the bathroom, maybe climbing stairs suddenly became harder, or simply because you want to go shopping, take walks, or play with your grandchildren without needing a cane. Whatever the reason, it's valuable, and with just 1 square meter, you have enough space to protect that. If you ever thought exercising means going to the gym, needing expensive equipment, spending hours every day, then this challenge is the opposite answer. With just 1 square meter, 2 compact pieces of equipment under $150, and 10 to 15 minutes a day, your legs can rediscover the flexibility, stability, and strength that age had subtly taken away. Look back at each piece you've assembled on this journey. Resistance bands, a simple rubber strip that can awaken every dormant muscle. Each time you squeeze the band, you're sending a signal to your body that, I'm not giving up. Mini stepper simulates uphill walking right in your small room, helping your leg muscles, hips, and even cardiovascular system get woken up without needing to go outside. The 8-week routine isn't about strict intensity, but gentle yet consistent progress. You start with slow steps, then reach a point where you no longer need to use your hands to stand up. Both your sit-to-stand speed and thigh circumference measurements will tell a story if you maintain consistency. The 10-minute workout is smartly divided into 3 parts. warm-up, main exercise, stretching, helping to reduce muscle soreness and increase the likelihood of sticking to the habit. Simple maintenance tips, like keeping the band near the sofa, placing the stepper under your desk, marking your calendar daily, are not about forcing yourself, but about creating a pleasant loop where your body reminds you, it's time to move. And if you ever hesitated, just remember, every time you step on the stepper or squeeze a resistance band, you are investing in your legs, so you can still stand strong amidst all the changes of old age. Now look back at your first step and ask yourself, if you've come this far, what else is stopping you from taking the next step? You know, there are some things in life we can't hold on to, like time or youth. But there are some things, if touched correctly, that can still recover, like the strength of your legs. No need for a gym, no need to spend thousands of dollars on a personal trainer, no need for a large space, just 1 square meter, a little patience, and the simple persistence of every day. That's enough to help your legs regain their strength, not just physically, but also in your confidence. Actually, what makes a person prone to falling isn't just age, but the cessation of believing they can stand up. And now, if you've gone through this 8-week challenge, whether completely or just starting, the most important thing is you've done it. You haven't given up. Have you tried resistance bands or a stepper? What was the hardest thing for you when you started? Do you have a small workout corner at home? If you have a loved one whose legs are weakening, would you be willing to send them this video? Please share in the comments section. Not just to tell your story, but so someone else out there who's struggling can find the motivation to start. Because in this world, there's one simple and most valuable thing, still being able to walk on your own 2 feet.